Hi everyone, welcome to the 2022 Rookie Awards interview series. For those who don't know me, my name's Christina Ryan and I'm a senior texture artist at Industrial Light and Magic Sydney branch. I'm also one of the judges on the Rookies and the host of this interview series. So today I'm really excited to introduce Kris to you. She's the artist behind that stunning work you just saw. She was our Rookie of the Year in this year's game development category. As with previous interviews, we'll hear a little bit about what inspired their entry and we'll let them share their screen so we can see some behind the scenes work and some things that you may have never seen before. And as always, this is meant to be really, really casual. So if you do have any questions, this is a perfect time to ask them. Just pop them in the chat and either myself or Kris will answer them for you. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome Kris right away. Hello.
Hi, Christina. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us today, Kris.
Well, thank you, the Rookies, for providing me this chance. I mean, I'm really excited about this series, and also it's really nice to meet everyone here. So, thank you.
You're too sweet.
Aw.
Kris, could you just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Of course. So my name is Kris, and I was originally born and raised in China for my first 13 years of my life, and then my family we decided to move to New Zealand first, and next we settled in Australia. So I stayed in Australia for like 6-7 years. I finished my high school, and after that I decided, maybe I should study something exciting. So, game art, it was my top choice, and I came to US by myself, to study my college. And I recently graduated from Noman School, and I just started work by the beginning of this month. So I'm an associate artist at Blizzard. Everything is like super new and also challenging to me, and I'm really, really excited to join this wonderful industry. Thank you.
Wow, Kris, what a journey to not only
Yeah.
away from your home country, but then move to New Zealand, move to Australia, and then go to America all by yourself. I was just telling you earlier how amazing that is.
Oh.
Kris, at what point did you decide, game development was what you were interested in and what you wanted to do?
That's a very, very good question, I have to be honest. So after I graduated from high school, I actually struggled for a while because I had no idea what should I do in the future. The instructors from school and my parents, they recommend me to study business because I was pretty good at that kind of stuff. But I just feel like maybe I should do something I'm passionate about, right? Something like you really love. So, and that's the time when I saw the E3 trailer back in 2018. The Last of Us, that one. That one inspired me a lot. I was literally cried when I saw the part 2 trailer because it's like I'm a huge fan of the first game, right?
Yeah.
And I saw, okay, there's a sequel to the game, and also and people can do all the amazing characters, environments for the part 2, right? I just feel like this is so good. I always love the environments and also the Last of Us game. I just feel like maybe I can do some of that in the future. So this is definitely my turning point, and that's the moment I decided I have to study game art. I have to come to US, just to be a part of the industry. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful journey for me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a lovely, inspiring story. I had a very similar story myself. It's always like a piece of artwork or something which sort of triggers that
Yeah.
inspiration. It's such a wonderful, I remember when that happened to me and it was amazing. And I'm so glad you decided to follow your intuition and go on that journey because a lot of people don't. So well done.
Cool.
What are you, so you mentioned a little bit about what you're doing now. You said you're at Blizzard, which is really exciting.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
Goodness, can you share, I mean, obviously you can't share everything, but can you share a little bit about your job role and how you're finding working in the industry compared to school?
Cool. That's another story. I love that. So I'm yeah. So as I said, I'm an associate artist. I'm in the Diablo 4 team. So my role is actually doing a world building stuff. So basically, I just feel like it's funny because I feel like it's like the exactly same thing I did for Unreal Engine. So it's like everybody's giving me so I have an access of library I can use. My job is literally using those assets and to build the exterior world. It's just so fun. It feels like I'm playing the Lego, the stuff.
Wow.
It's It's similar as the Unreal Engine experience, where you use like Megascan. So for Diablo 4, I I just finished my first 2 weeks in the company, and just finished my onboarding process. I have to say it's really nice, to work with such company, because everybody in my team, they are being so nice to me.
Yeah.
Like my lead is Jeffrey Lee, and like Jeff is being super responsible for me. So he do all the daily check-ins with me, just to say, hey, how are you doing, Kris? Are you doing all right? Do you have any problems? Yeah, everybody was just being so super friendly. So and also I'm working remotely. So yeah, you can see my background. It's my home. Yeah, and then this is literally my home office. So working remotely, it's actually super fun, to be honest, because I feel like you have more time, to work on your pieces, and just talking online with people. At first it feels weird to me, but now I'm actually enjoying that, because people can do all the share screen, like that kind of stuff. It's just super fun. um I'll see. So I already started. I just finished my first project in the team. So my lead he already assigned me like one project, and I just finished that like last Friday. So I'm working on my second one right now. It's just it's a little bit pressure, but I love that. I love the environment. Working with professional artists is super exciting. Yeah, thank you.
I bet. So did you say you've only been there 2 weeks?
Yes. I just started working. Yeah. It's a small project, but I'm really proud of that. Yeah, I was literally sweating, because like, okay, I need to learn. I need to learn the software, but also I need to finish the project. Yeah, it's like it's pressure, but I love that. It's super fun.
Well, as a mentor myself, mentoring juniors, having a junior complete a project in their first week is absolutely outstanding. So you should be very proud of yourself for that.
Oh, thank you, Christina.
And it's funny how you say that you got a little bit more time to do things than in school. It's a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like in school, we don't really have roles. Like nobody's actually watching on you. It's all about like self-management. Doing your own stuff. But at work, it feels like different. You have a really really harsh deadline. You need to finish everything before the deadline.
Yeah.
It's just. And also group working is also new to me. I'm trying to do my best, trying to fit the group, and also get to know with each other through online, the cameras, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that one. So Kris, you said that you studied at Noman. So we've had a lot of people come through the rookies have come through Noman. So it's obviously tells us a lot about the school and how well they train you and equip you for the industry. Could you tell us a little bit more about the course? I assume you did a game development branch of the course?
Yes, of course. So I'm actually in the BFA program, and a lot of people from my school, they are in the 2-year certificate program, which they're doing like amazing job. Like Claudia, I saw you and her, you did a interview with her as well. She's in the 2-year certificate program, and then I am doing like the BFA, so I have 3 years program. So for BFA, we only have I believe we have like 3 programs. It's like we have visual effects, journalist, and games. So I'm in the games track. So obviously my track is a little bit broader, because games covers everything. So my only focus was to be like environment. So I can select a few like electives during my last year, and I'm just trying to choose as much like environment courses as possible. So during my first year, because BFA, we also have like those kind of journal classes. The first year was literally like a intro practices. You have to learn like color theory, sciences, math. We also have English classes. So for the first year, I barely touched like anything about 3D. So for my second and my third year, that's definitely the majority of time I spend, doing my artworks for 3D. It's just wonderful. So for BFA, because we have like 3-year lens, to be honest, I think it's much easier than the 2-year certificate program, because for the 2-year program, they have like 6 classes for each week. And
Mhm.
for BFA, so for the BFA students, we only have 5 classes,
Mhm.
which is, the work amount is a little bit lighter. But also
Yep.
for me, it's like I'm going to push myself to the best quality, so I'm going to
Yeah.
work as long as possible, right? So
Yep.
different programs, definitely have their advantages,
Yep.
I never regret choose Noman because before Noman, I went to another college.
Yep.
I just feel, yeah, and I saw, oh, Noman has like a BFA program now. Maybe I should transfer because their portfolio looks amazing. Their student reel looks amazing. So I transferred to Noman like after, after my first college. It's like it was a gamble, but I
Yep.
never regret that. It's just super fun.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
bet.
yeah, like all the students in Noman, they are very talented. So,
Yeah. And can I just clarify, what does BFA stand for? Is that sort of
oh,
bachelor's or?
sorry, yeah, sorry, that's a bachelor's program for fine arts. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm sorry if I said that.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
just
that's okay.
yeah,
So just it's just in case people in the audience are looking to study
cool.
and so they know which course you took.
Mhm.
So you mentioned that I guess everyone in the course was super talented and things like that. Something I haven't actually asked before. How did you feel about, I suppose, I don't know how to ask this. I guess the competitiveness of the program, was it quite challenging to sort of go into, or did you find that everyone was super friendly? What was your experience with the course?
Well, because in my first 2 years we had like online classes, there
Yeah,
wasn't much like communication, between the students and the instructors. But in the third year, I actually went back to campus.
yeah,
So I think being in campus and then see other people, like other students working on campus was actually really inspiring. So everybody there is being friendly. So if you have questions, if you see someone's working with an amazing art, if you just ask them, hey, how did you do this, can you just share a little bit like your thoughts, and they
yeah,
would be like super friendly and give you like answers. So yeah, I think they are friendly but also being competitive, because their
yes.
work quality is just amazing. So I don't want to be fall behind. So yeah, I
Yep.
work pretty hard.
Well,
Yeah,
you're one of them. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
it's something you think about because you go to a top performing school and it might be something someone might be contemplating or wondering whether they're good enough. And it just, I just want to encourage people to give it a go, and do their
of course.
absolute best, and that not to be daunted or anything like that, because they teach you what you need to know to be able to create beautiful work like this. And you're right, it is really inspiring.
It's definitely good, to talk with each other. So I mean, building connections with your like classmates, like students from school, is also important. So
Hmm.
our instructors, they always, tell us, hey, you should, build connection with your classmates because this
Yeah.
person in the future, they might get you like, they might help you get a job.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yep.
yeah, definitely, it's a small industry, so
Oh, it
you have
really
to be
is.
friendly. Yeah, it's a small
Yeah.
industry. Be friendly with everybody. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. But yeah, you are right, because as much as it's important about building networks with your teachers and HR and things like that, and especially initially, you want to be able to get your first job and everything, but relationships with your peers and building rapport with your peers and people that you've worked with is so important, especially, 2 or 3 years down the track, or if you're looking for new work or you're getting reports and things like that. It's really, really important for your
Yeah.
career that you practice that. So that's some fantastic advice to start that in study as well. So Kris, I suppose if we just have a bit of a chat about your rookies entry, what made you enter the rookies? How did you hear about
Um,
it?
Cool, definitely. So after at the first year, I came to US to study college. Like everybody in my college was talking about the rookies. I was like, what the hell was rookies, right? I have no idea. So I looked up on that and I saw like everybody's amazing work back in 2018. So in the game track, we had a really talented student. I saw his work. It's like, oh, he did this by himself. It's like that's impossible, right? It's like yeah, he's like a pro quality. It's like, what, can I do that as well? So I just feel like maybe in the future I can participate, in the rookies. So that was my initial thoughts on the rookies. And I definitely set up my goal. I set a goal for myself. So at the time, before I touch anything about 3D, I want to be like the rookie of the year in the future. I think I did that now. Yeah, I did that. So it's kind of exciting. It's been 4 years. It's literally been 4 years. Yeah, I'm really proud. Like I did it.
I'm in shock to set out for that goal and to achieve it. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Aim high, guys. Aim high.
Cool.
Kris, what inspired you with some of these pieces? Is there a particular piece that you'd like to call out and just tell us a little bit about how you came up with it?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say definitely do something you like. So for this one, if you yeah, this one's my most recent piece. I made this piece like just for the rookies because I have really it's like I used like 1 month to finish this. It's like super pressure for me, but I did it. So I just feel like for maybe I should do something I love about, but for this one I want to challenge myself. It's like I want to do something different from my other 3 pieces. So this one was actually rushed, but it's also really cool. So the style was more like everybody say it looks like Monster Hunter for some reason. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like maybe I should try another style along with my 4 pieces. This one looks like definitely like a little bit horror, but also mystery, that kind of stuff. It's like my first intention was definitely not doing this. I'm just experimenting with different lighting situation, and this came out with it looks really interesting. So I stick with this one. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And if you scroll down from my second piece, which is the abandoned factory one.
Let's find it.
Yeah. This one. Because I love The Last of Us, so I'm trying to mimic Naughty Dog's art style, which is like abandoned stuff, post-apocalyptic environment. Yeah, so definitely do something like that you love the most. I think in this way you will be like self-motivated. You can do all the cool stuff. Oh, I saw your cat.
I put you in the other room so you wouldn't interrupt.
Cool. Yeah. So because I just feel like as students you need to show like your future recruiters you are capable of doing many stuff. Not just I feel myself I shouldn't be settled in one style or genre. I'm capable of doing anything, and also I'm showing my personality as well. I'm showing like what I love about everything. I love antique stuff, so I made a typewriter. Yeah. It's just all the pieces here is something I love about. So definitely.
So many different pieces. I feel like I could look at it forever and find something new. And you can honestly make so many cool pictures out of this as well. Like you could hero up any element of this environment and get some really nice pictures, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can see so much work's gone behind this. So, and how about this one here? So, is this again like another sort of apocalyptic?
Yes. So this environment is actually my first big try. I did this environment in Unreal Engine 4. So at the time, I was terrible at modeling and also Unreal Engine 4. So this one, it didn't look like this at first. I tried to I go back to this project, so I tried to polish this with more stuff I learned. Yeah. So I did this. I think I did this in like last year.
Yeah.
So at the time it looks really flat because there is not much details. If you see like the walls and also the ground, they have so many cracks and grunges. So before that it was like super clean, and it looks unfinished somehow. So this year when I'm trying to do the rookie entry, I went back to this project and I did a little bit polish. I only did for this like I only spent like half an hour on the polishing, but it looks like it's much better than before. It's like a different level. So I think it's really fun. As a starter, you are doing like a medium quality or just beginner quality job. But after you progress, you went back to this project and you can do like so many good stuff to polish that. It's It's just
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very proud that you were able to go back and polish something like this, because if I went and polished my first student work, rubbish and nothing to polish.
I know, right? Yeah, I feel like it's hard. It's always hard. So yeah.
But it really goes to show how much, because you mentioned that you had some clean materials and you didn't have any grunges and things like that on it. There's something that I stress a lot, especially for materials and textures, is telling that story. So, and I suppose that's something you learn over the course of your degree. It's like, how can you tell a story with your work, and adding the grunges and the decals and the cracks, and putting them in the right location, like with a bit of thought behind it, can really portray a story, and it will go from a clean, readily used, fresh bunker to something that's sort of apocalyptic and it's been used and it's very old. So yeah, you've been really successful in that. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Even just having a look, you've got a lot of like even just staining around the floor, like just something like that, really subtle. Doesn't take much, but it really adds to it, and the leaks and everything. So
yeah, definitely.
Really, really cool.
Cool.
See, Kris. So I reckon it might be time. Could we share your screen and get us
Of course.
have a look at some behind the scenes stuff, which I've been really excited about.
Definitely, I'm ready for the share screen.
Me too. I'm sure everyone is.
Yeah.
It's always the funnest part.
Cool.
There we go.
Oh, I think it's actually loading. Oh, that's not good. Okay, just ignore this.
No, that's all right. I can.
Oh my god. I can just switch my windows. Yeah, that's cool.
All good. All good.
Okay, don't worry about it. So yeah, this one is my first piece you saw in the entry.
Is it all working? All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah. I mean, it looks exactly the same as my render image. I didn't do any like post stuff for this one, because like I did all the posting like inside Unreal Engine. It's just super cool. So yeah, just going to turn around. So for this piece, my entire goal was just to set the frame. Just trying to get one best image, which is like this shot. So if you turn around, so for some part, you can definitely like turn around, like take pictures, like take nice like screenshots for that. But to be honest, this is more like a it's not like a finished game. The intention for this was just for me to get some really, really nice quality work. So if I zoom out, you can see everything was just aligned to a straight line, and also leading the stuff. Okay, yeah, I also have a house like floating in here because of my stuff hiding that spot. So I'm not worried about that. So yeah, it looks super cool. And also one bag is just floating in the air. I have no idea, right? Yeah. So for this piece, I'm just trying to create like a really, really story driven shot. So that's all my focus was the frame here. And let me show you all my actors. Oh yeah, so I did lots of like lighting stuff, and also color grading for this. So if I just turn off my post-process volume, so this one is like the color grading tool for inside Unreal Engine 5. So if I turn this off, this is a completely like different piece, right?
Wow, it's completely different.
Yeah. So if I scroll down to here, I just experimenting with all the stuff I can. Oh, I think where is it? Color grading. Yes, here. So like global, I did everything here. Just trying to go as crazy as possible. So here is another interesting story behind this project. Let me pull up the concept for this one. Okay, so this was the original concept. What I love about this concept is like the interesting, like the shape for the houses, and also the composition, right? I just feel like, oh, this frame is really, really nice. I love this. So at first I was trying to match, the lighting and also the color scheme, but I feel like, okay, this is my second project in Unreal Engine 5. So everything is lighting is super easy for me. I can change anything, it's because it's real time. You just have so much easy access, for the lighting. So I'm thinking maybe I should go crazy, just trying to experiment with different lighting situation, just to try and tell another story. Because I feel like recreating like a scene from the concept is very, very important inside work. But also because I'm a student, I want to show my personality, right? I just want to do something different aside the concept. So what I usually do is like at first I did a little bit color grading on the original concept, just trying to fit my taste. So this is my taste. And then I go to the Photoshop and just trying to add some interesting elements I like,
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my thinking process. Okay, I found this image. I love the concept. I love the composition and the elements here, and I'm doing a little bit adjustment to fit my taste. And then I'm going to go a little bit crazier, not super crazy, just add more stuff you like, just to make things more interesting, right? So this is my thinking process, and I'm applying those into my scene. So this project, I started like blocking everything. So from blocking to the finish, I did everything like inside Unreal Engine. If I just go back to this is my first attempt for blocking the scene. It's just like really, really simple geometries. It's like really simple stuff. I'm just trying to, get everything down to the frame, right? So from this point, you can already see like I have really good frame. You can see like, oh, everything's I have the lead way to the background, and the foreground has all the good stuff. The flow looks really nice. So here's one trick how I do that. So I would definitely pull up like the concept. I just trying to fit the frame with my Unreal Engine. Oh, oops. Okay, so after you just try blocking this or disable, so I'm going back and forth doing this thing because I can get like really nice composition really fast, because you have something to compare, and it just I can easily switch between those two things. So I can get everything blocked out very, very fast. So I did this block out like 20 minutes, and yeah, it's just cool. It's just a cool like starting point, right? So yeah. And I kind of want to show my folders. So because I'm working at school, Noma is like a quarter stuff, the quarter terms. So we only have 10 weeks for each project. So for each week, I will save out a different version, because sometimes if I lost any like progress, I can just easily go back to the previous week. I can still have a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
Yes, it's really easy access. So because I also talked to my classmates from Noman. Some of people they don't really save out like multiple versions. They are just like keep working on one same project, and then they just keep going on. What I like about saying different versions, like if I want to try like different lighting situation, I would just save another version and compare to all the different stuff. Okay, so which one looks the best? You see, for this one I have really nice like big moon and the blue, like blue color scheme. But for the others, maybe I have like a yellow tone, and also this one, the final version was like purple. So I think it's really nice to save different versions. If something doesn't work, you can always switch back. But if you keep doing on one project, with one save file, you can go back, right? You can go back. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, and also my friend Michael, he did this really nice particle effects for me.
Oh,
The image
cool.
stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Like he really nice. Yeah, he was joking about this. Hey, I help you won the rookies. I did the effects for you. It's like, yeah, you did good. It's just really funny. Yeah.
I love that. You're helping each other out.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody in the school is being super nice. So yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Would be a good point to just ask a question from the audience. We'll pause for a minute. How did you find the transition to a new game engine for work? Or did you continue to work in Unreal Engine once you got to Blizzard?
So I think Unreal Engine gave me a very solid base, to tick around with like real-time engine. So I can't really talk about much stuff about Blazor, but the Blazor engine was like every like for the most of the time, all the companies have their own engines. So the Blazor engine was like it's very similar to Unreal Engine, to be honest, because the work I do is literally play Lego. So I have access to all the assets. My job is just trying to drag them inside and just play around with like layout. Um, so for my first 2 weeks, I spent 2 weeks for my onboarding process. That's the time I need to learn like the new engine. So they gave me like my lead. He gave me like a list of things I should do. So he also linked to like a video tutorials. So they created everything for you, in the company. They have like an internal wiki, for the engine. Yeah, so you can look up like everything, inside. So like just that like you have access to all the wikis and the tutorials. You're just spending your time learning new engine. So for my second vid, I actually working on an actual project. So my lead is like, okay, you are doing this project, and also it's like I'm not familiar with the program. How am I supposed to finish this project? So yeah, it was a little bit pressure, but I think I definitely like improved a lot. So it's like I'm studying while I'm working. So yeah, I spent like 1 week to finish a small project, and at the time, I already feel like I adapt like the new engine for Blazor, like especially for the Diablo 4. They have a special engine for that. Yeah, I think don't be pressure about transitioning to different programs, because it happens to everybody. So I have some seniors, they talk to me, hey, I'm also new into this like team. I need time to adapt the new engine as well. So don't stress, just chill and learn. Practice just makes everything perfect. So if I don't know anything, I would just trying to find my buddy. So I have a buddy who like she's helping me for my first like 2 weeks of onboarding. So if I have questions, I would just ask her, oh hey, can you show me how to do this? I don't know how to do that. Like we were just doing like screen sharing like through internet, because like remoting is really powerful. You can just share a screen with anyone. So yeah, I mean the transition it didn't take too long for me. I think only because I started working on like an actual project. It definitely I definitely learned a lot of faster doing that way. So at first I was thinking, oh, maybe I should create like my own little world, and I'm going to experiment with different tools, with different like everything. Then I feel like if I'm doing that way, I'm not going to progress as fast as doing like an actual project. So don't worry about adapting the new engine. Like everybody tell me, hey, it's gonna take a while. Don't stress. Everybody takes a while. So
no,
yeah.
that's great. Thanks. I'm sure that was well received, that advice.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. This one's really, really nice. So the sky, I'm trying to trick that. It's not perfect. As I said, everything works for the frame. This one is a little bit tricky.
Though, right? It's sometimes I'll texture an asset, and I still remember like I did a helicopter in one movie, and it was only seen from one angle, so I only textured one side properly.
Yeah.
You don't need
cool.
to.
Cool. Yeah.
So we have another question. Do you think that presenting your project at a game engine like Unreal 5 is preferable to doing it in Marmoset? Any advice on that subject? So I suppose, how would you finish the final render and present it?
For the I have to be honest, I'm not pro at Marmoset. So I only have like a few experience with Marmoset, like doing characters, because since I'm doing like environments, I just feel like Unreal Engine 5 is my best tool, to presenting all of my stuff. I wouldn't bother, to just trying to separate my assets. For example, this totem, I wouldn't bother to put this in Marmoset and trying to render like a really nice like asset rotation, that kind of stuff. I just feel like maybe I should focus, something big. So I spend a lot of time to finish the render to be honest. Because Unreal 5 is super cool. They have just let me find out this. It's been a while using Unreal 5. So I will pull up the movie render queue, and I have different settings for this. So you can do like lots of different stuff inside Unreal Engine 5. So that's what I prefer to do. If you want, you can actually go. Maybe you shouldn't do this, but sometimes I will go to like a video editing program. I will just do another like like color grading and polishing stuff in the other program. So for Marmoset, I can show you. I can definitely pull this up for you. So this character was rendered in Marmoset.
I see.
Yeah, this character was rendered in Marmoset. It's super cool. They can do like all the wireframes and like different passes. It's super cool. But I think for environment, I'm going to stick with Unreal Engine. I'm not bothering to show my asset presentation. I have to be honest, because my asset is I only have like average modeling skills, to be honest. If I just pull up my assets, it's right here. It's right here. I mean, all the assets they're pretty standard. Like there's nothing fancy about my stuff, to be honest. I'm just being honest. There's no fancy stuff about this, so I'm not bothering to presenting like and rendering, set up all the lightings, like render settings inside Marmoset. I mean, if you prefer to do that, if you're doing like really really nice prop editing stuff, and our characters, Marmoset is definitely your choice. So I was thinking doing my typewriter in Marmoset like before the at the time when I'm doing the rookies. I think it would be cool to do like a rotation inside Marmoset for the typewriter, but I just feel like nah, maybe it takes some effort. I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah.
Well, I think it's beautiful when Unreal, isn't it? And I mean,
this one is rendering V-Ray. It's not like
this
Unreal.
Is V-Ray,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you do what you need to do, right? With environments, the context of these environments is usually within a game engine, so it's really good to display it within the context you're going to see it in the game as well.
Yeah. So there's definitely no like a best option. You need to do. You can do everything you want. Just just do something that suits you the best. So for props and characters, definitely go with Marmoset. But if you like me, I'm doing like the entire environment. I don't really care about the small details. I care about the bigger, like the frame, like everything. I'm looking at a broader picture. So that is important to me. So I'm just stick with Unreal Engine with all my environments. I hope that answered your question. Yeah.
No, that was a very good answer. And what more questions? It's great. What did you apply for at Blizzard? So did you get the job that you applied for, or did they approach you based on your rookies?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I forgot the questions earlier. So that's a funny story. So one of the Diablo art lead, his name is John Muller. I'm just going to pull up. Yeah. So he actually reached out. Oh, maybe it's not the person. No, that's not the person. So one of the lead in Diablo team, he reached to me. He said, "Hey, I saw your ArtStation. Like your work is amazing. It's like keep us in touch. Maybe after you graduate, that's him, John Muller. After you graduate, maybe we can talk about that." So he. Yeah, so one thing I would say is definitely get a pro account for the ArtStation, right? So the pro account gives you like more exposure, to different artists. So before the art director like in Diablo reached to me, I didn't have those two pieces. I didn't have those two pieces. I have like very very old stuff from the very beginning of my course. It's like I only have 4 or 5 pieces, but he was like already getting in touch with me at the time. I think it's around around March this year. And after I won the rookies, so I made 2 extra pieces for my portfolio. And after I won the rookies, and I reached back to him. He said, "Hey, I won the rookies. Here's my portfolio, and here's my entry. Would you mind have a look? If you like me, can we set up like an interview, something like that?" And after he saw my pieces, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to arrange you like an interview in the next day." It's like, everything was like pretty fast. So that was a funny story, because it's like
I love that.
It goes pretty well. So I had another so Blizzard was trying to push on my offer. So I had an interview with my team for like entire day. So I had like 3 hour interview for my last one. Yeah, I have like 3 hours for the last panel, and I got my offer immediately, like after my interview. It was super cool. And then the HR from Blizzard said, the HR, the lady from HR, she said, I never seen any person like get an offer like this fast. It's like, oh, thank you. yeah. So definitely keep all of your project, updated. Get a pro account for exposure, and also like sharing posts on LinkedIn. So all the time when I finish my project, I will just post my stuff here. The Rookie of the Year, that's a lot of stuff. So so for this one, just got it's really really important,
it really is.
Social media is really
enough. Getting exposure online, especially, I think it's important right through your career to stay engaged with the online community. And and it's interesting as well that you say that you also reached out to, like, I know they reached out to you initially, but the fact that you kept communicating and opening that door for talking. I've had juniors message me on LinkedIn before for ILM and send me their show reels, and I've been really impressed and passed it on to the higher ups. So it really is important to just reach out to people, and because at the end of the day, the people that work there, they're just people, and they're more than happy to help out with students and things like that as well.
So definitely keep everything updated. And also another tip, maybe I shouldn't say this early, but definitely is documenting all of your like process. Maybe I think it's easier for the rookies. So for all of this, I actually did those stuff like when I finish my project. So when I do the rookies, I can easily go back to my stuff, just pull up some nice images. If I want to do like more breakdowns, I will just do, I would just go back to my projects. So one of the really nice thing I get from all my interviews is that everybody is saying my breakdown is really good. Because the recruit, the recruit. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to be like an asshole, but all the recruiters said the recruiters and the artists said they've seen many students that have like really really nice portfolio piece, but they are lacking of breakdowns. So everybody is saying they love my breakdowns. It's just they told me I should keep doing that, so I keep doing it all the time.
Whenever we have little minis rookies competitions. The first thing we would look at, do they have a breakdown? And if they didn't have a breakdown, they didn't make it to the top of the list, because we wanted to see how you made it. And we don't know what you've done and what you've made unless you tell us. So if we just show us a final picture, we have no idea how you contributed to that. So it's really really important.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's super super important. As I said, I'm not fancy at either modeling or texturing. What I'm good at just presenting my works, right? You see for those rocks, it's nothing. It's really not fancy, right? The presentation is good.
Yes.
I mean,
you've got beautiful modeling and texturing skills as well, but it really goes to show if you put a bit of thought into how you're going to present your piece from the beginning. That goes a really long way. And just seeing how you got your concept image to start with and how you thought about the lighting before you even started, that's something that a lot of people actually miss out on, and they don't perform that step. Because I know that I struggle with that step myself, because I'm like, I just want to get modeling already, or I just want to get into the project. But having that clear vision and that clear plan and getting it into your render engine as fast as you can, even before your textures and modeling's complete, just really gives you a good idea of where you need to focus your detail.
Yes, definitely.
So, Kris, I think we have time for we've got a couple more questions, and then perhaps we could show one more piece, and then I think we'll have to wrap up for today. But the question is, working remotely, do they send a workstation to your house, or do you work from your own PC? So with ILM, they actually send us our workstation. We don't have to have anything ourselves. I even got a chair, which was nice.
Cool.
What about Blizzard? Did they send you the work that you needed?
Yes, definitely. They sent me like another huge PC under my so actually I have two PCs right now. So I have my own workstation and also the one from Blizzard. So
Hmm.
it's a little bit annoying to me because I have to switch all my cables, all the time. It's
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
yeah.
that one too.
Yeah, because I think some people you can choose, to working remotely on your own PC, but it's like you have to do like a remote access to the actual, company's PC. So it's like you are having like two, it's I just feel like it's not for me, you're remoting like the other PC is not good. So I'd rather have another PC, under my table, even though it's a little bit boring, but it's fine. And also, what's cool about my team? So I was actually talking about, okay, I have two PCs and I have to switch my cables. It's a little bit annoying. And some people in my team they show up and said, hey, actually, I know a trick like how to switch the cables. You have this really nice tools like hardware. You can just attach like different cables and you pull one switch. It's easily you can do like different pieces. So I'm going to get those kind of like tools for my setup. Yes, switching cables is definitely annoying, but I would say definitely have take the workstation from the company if you can. It just make your life so much easier. You don't have to worry about all the setups because working remotely, everybody's doing like online stuff. You have to I think you have to like connecting to like the company's drive. So if you have like the Blizzard PC, it's like I just click one button and everything is connected up. I think it's just made my life so much easier. I don't want to install like other system inside my own PC. So yeah, I do have another PC from Blizzard, and it's working really good.
Hmm.
They also have like a GTX RTX 3090 for the graphics card. It's good.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, talking about the projects, I can show you this one. This one, yes. So this one is the modular pieces I did for my abandoned factory, the green piece you saw. So this one was quite interesting because I did all the blockouts inside Maya. You can see all of my crazy modeling stuff here. Yeah, it's not really detailed because everything was blocked out, but also I went too much on this, but I think because I spent my majority of time doing this blockout, and this piece ended up become the most, the quality, the most detailed, and also the best piece for all my, the four pieces. So definitely spend more time on your blockout, if but definitely get everything into the engine, Unreal Engine, to see the lighting, to see the textures as soon as possible. So I'm trying to avoid doing all the crazy stuff in here, because like I don't have access to lighting and also textures. It's not good. It's not the best option for me right now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I have a really nice blockout everything here. This file is huge, and I have all the assets modular here. And also I actually did a breakdown like article for this piece for the rookies. So I believe it's coming up by the end of next week. Oh, no, two
That's
weeks
exciting.
later. Yeah. I have a breakdown article for this piece as well. So if anyone's interested, you can check them out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So definitely spend more time on the blockouts. It's everything. Blockout is everything. This is
Mm-hmm.
all the yeah. So yeah. Um, do you have more questions for me or
No, we
any?
were sort of just we're talking about breakdowns for a minute.
Yeah.
Someone asked if there was an
Mm-hmm.
article as to how to write a good breakdown. I was like, that's a
Yeah.
good idea for a future article.
Cool. Yeah, and also I can provide my references. I have a lot of references for this
Wow.
piece.
Oh, I love
It's
to write.
it's
How good are you
crazy. It's
at
crazy. I even have someone. I believe this one. This student. He or she signed up for the rookies.
Yeah.
This year. I just saw that entry like earlier. It's like, oh, this is super cool. I'm going to add that for my
Yeah.
references. This person did all the very nice can stuff. And I did exactly the same thing in my thing as well. I have a few cans here. It's like inspiration is from anywhere. Yeah. I got so many inspiration from like the rookies while I'm doing my entry as well. So I'm watching like I'm looking at everybody's layout for the rookie entries, and I'm trying to adapting that into my piece as well. So definitely.
Yeah, it's really good to see that as well, because I think a lot of people get daunted at, coming up with an idea. And what you've got to remember is that people don't just come up with these ideas out of their head magically. I mean, I know some do, but most of us need to find reference and find inspiration, and finding pictures and concept art is one of the most important things to do. And most people, I'm pretty sure everyone I've interviewed through the rookies have all gotten a concept piece and either followed it exactly or gained inspiration from it. They haven't just come up with it, which is great, because that's what you do in the industry. You get given the concept and then you have to recreate it. So it just makes it a little bit less daunting, I think.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. References is everything. So I also heard one really good sentence from my previous instructor. They said, doing art piece is easy, but I don't agree with that. But the most difficult thing is to find like really good references.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't have really good references, you can't really do like anything by yourself, right?
That's right.
I just feel he's right. References is everything. It's the foundation of your work. So this was the original concept for my abandoned factory. Yeah. It's just beautiful.
It's beautiful, and I can see you've gotten a lot of elements from it, but you've also added your own, which is really nice. Really nice
the little tint. Yes. I want to try to add my stuff into the the environment as well. just to show, hey, this is my work.
Exactly. That's great. Well, Kris, I think we're going to wrap up there. I've got to start work now.
Cool.
It's 9 o'clock here in Sydney. All right. Kris, thank you so much for joining us today. I must say, you have wonderful, you're a wonderful presenter. You've got great communication skills.
Oh, really?
All the best. And
thank you.
I have no doubt that they saw a lot of your talent at Blizzard, and that's why they snapped you up right away. Not only for your art, but for your ability to communicate and talk through your workflows. It's a really important skill as a junior and as a student to be able to do that. So you're a great inspiration to everyone.
Thank you, Christina. I really appreciate like the rookies and also this interview. I mean, it means a lot to me, and also I know lots of like industry professionals and the students who participate the Rookies 2022. So I definitely made new connections with them. It's a really nice experience. I really appreciated that.
Oh, it's so good to hear. Kris, I'm going to add you on ArtStation right away, and I'm going to keep on. And 100%, if you ever need anything, please reach out to us. We're all happy to help, and I wish you all the very best with your future.
Oh, thank you, Christina. Hope you have a great one. And also, thank you everybody for joining the stream today. If you have any questions, just pop me up, messages, everything.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. We had a great audience today, and so many questions. I love when people ask questions. Next week we'll be interviewing Brooke. That's next Saturday morning. So stay tuned on Discord and via LinkedIn. I advertise the interviews about a week in advance. So please keep joining. I absolutely love doing these interviews, and I love meeting new people and also answering questions as well. So yeah, have a lovely day or evening or whatever time it is.
Of course. Thank you. Bye.
See you later, Kris. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.